Annoys me so much. Oh, bum, bum, bum. There we go. I'm up and running. Pause the thing. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to obviously the Minecraft world. I will probably be trying to build my house. Hopefully. Um, I was gonna do a Resident Evil stream, but I'm too tired, and I don't know where Mr. X is. I really hate him, and I kinda just didn't want to play the game. Um, uh, I had a look into. I'll get this off the thing. I had a look into RE Resistance. I don't think I'm going to play it. Video format or live stream format. The game seems complicated. It seems better with friends. I personally, I just don't think I'd get as much enjoyment as I do the games. Um, I don't think I'll get as much enjoyment out of it as I do the games. I think I personally I play the games more than I do anything else. But I think I don't think I'm gonna enjoy RE Resistance because it seems really complicated and you can only really play like Nemesis and stuff on certain characters, and it just seems really weird, and I just get vibes of Predator Hunting Ground of the survivors, but instead of the survivors being easily able to take on the mastermind, it's the mastermind could fucking probably Shrek the survivors. And it seems really long to sort of do, and I'm not into the games where you're kind of playing and you have to do little other things and you can only shoot through cameras. It's just not my kind of style of game for like maybe like one of the first multiplayer Resident Evil games that was different and had you. I don't know. I think if I'm gonna upload, oh fuck yeah, hold up, is that? Hold on a second. That looks sick. That looks like it's going into the mountain. That might be another village. I'm gonna go check that out. But yeah, I downloaded it. Obviously I had a look. I just thought I ain't gonna play the game. I'm probably gonna play 7. I'll have a look into 7. Despite how I don't know whether I'll be more scared or less scared. There's a spruce biome over there. I'm gonna go there. I need spruce. I like spruce. I think spruce will make my house look nicer. But yeah, I want to play 2, but I just can't cope with Mr. X. And at the minute, I'm really fucking tired today. And I mean, I don't really want to deal with his bullshit. Oh, look, I'm not here, and then I'm here. You know, it's just not a thing you want to deal with. Thought I'd just chill on Minecraft, build my house, Bit of a nice chilled stream. I mean, it's a shame because I was kind of, when I first heard of Mastermind, I was hoping, and you do get to play as obviously Nemesis or Birkins. I mean, I don't know how fucking Annette controlled William Birkins. I think it would have made more sense if William Birkins was a mastermind and he just turns into that creature. I mean, but yeah, I'm probably gonna play 7. The more I'm seeing on it, the more interesting it looks. Despite having some things that I probably is gonna take me a while to figure out. I'm not really big on the bug lady. I feel like that's just gonna make me feel sick fighting her. I'm not like scared of bugs or anything. It's just the way they designed her makes me feel sick, and where she shoots the bugs out of just does not make me have a good time fighting. I mean, there's certainly been worse bosses and disgusting ones, but I just think she's just the worst. I shouldn't be using my axe for this. Huh. To be fair, this isn't a bad sort of area. But yeah, I don't know whether I probably will replay 2, but I think I should go with a game I haven't started yet, which I already know some of the stuff in it, and I go, it's fresh and it's new for me. It's new, obviously. It's obviously gonna be different, and I don't know everything in the game. I mean, yeah, you get like a repair kit. The fucking game goes, oh yeah, you can only repair one thing. It's like, bruh, I want to repair both things. Why can't I repair both? I mean, as cool as that would be, I mean, it's understandable. You either get like a fucking Bosk G or M17, I think it's called, which is broken, or you get a fucking pistol. I'm probably gonna go for the shotgun because I fucking love a shotgun in these games. They're just like the most vital part of the game. Just the unwritten rule of Resident Evil is have shotgun. Despite the fact that I was using a minigun, I have a minigun on the other game and I'm still scared as shit against Nemesis. I mean, I would like to. I want to play 8. I think I find it quite interesting what they're doing. I found out the name of the guy who's in 4, who I think is returning to 7. In 8. He was Louise, something like that. I mean, I don't know what other returning characters we could see. We haven't really seen Leon in the new sort of thing. We don't know where Claire's gone. Because we know Claire got mentioned in 6. But, I'm gonna get a stack of spruce. Or try to, at least. maybe bring it over to where I am. I've got enough, like, area to do that. I want to do more other stuff, other games. Just at the minute, I don't know what other games I want to do. I want to play Borderlands 3. I don't know when I'll be doing that. I want to do Predator's Hunting Ground. I really want to play that game because despite when I first saw it, I didn't think I would enjoy it. But I just really enjoy the game from a gameplay point of view of content over time is amazing. You know, you get like a Viking Predator, or fucking Valkyrie Predator's the newest one, Samurai Predator, and they all have their own wrist blades, which is sick. And what I'm hoping is they're doing more of these, like, sort of hunters over time. Like, maybe one day we'll see, like, a fucking Egyptian Predator, Spartan Predator with a trident. Love to see that. Medieval Predator with a fucking claymore. Ooh. You gotta think, like, these guys... These predators, you know, they're considered technically gods, and then to these people, and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, you know, you see us as gods, but you know, you're just kind of jacked up on some futuristic shit, so you know, no biggie, and it's just like, bruh. I mean, I like the Predators. I like what they're doing. I like that they've not just gone with, oh, we're just going to do all the different Predators from all the different games. I would like to see that. I'd like to see, like, one from Aliens vs. Predator, where he has, like, a cool weapon from him. Maybe a human Predator on the, not the one from the ending of the new Predators movie. I would like a human Predator on the... Like, maybe, like, they do a Bad Bloods update, and you get a human Predator. Maybe it's one of the guys from Predators, that movie, or from the Aliens vs. Predator comic books. Because it would be quite cool. I don't think having the super high-tech armor would be fun. Fuck me, there's 4 of these shitheads. 100% sure this is on normal. Let's go. But I really enjoy they're not going with, like, straight up just taking the movie characters. I do want some ones like Wolf and I think the Jungle Hunter's a mask because he didn't really have anything special about him. I'd like to see the Super Predators from the Predators movie show up. They would be fucking cool. Because I think they would have probably bring in a new weapon. Ow. Thanks. But yeah, I want to do gameplay of that, but, like, I have to wait 10 minutes to be a fucking... 10 minutes is the usual time I see it to play the Predator, and not gonna lie, I kind of just don't want to wait that long, so I would probably have to do editing footage, and it would probably require a lot of editing because of it can be games where you play it smart and you don't go straight for the people, or you just go straight in, try and murder some people. So, I'll see what I can do. I do want to play DBD and do that again, but I'm just gonna wait for something interesting to come out on the game. I mean, there's the Demogorgon. I think I said I would do a video when he came out. But I mean, to be fair, I ain't fussed about, you know, different characters coming out and stuff. It's just like kind of one of those things that they come out, you know? You're not too bothered if, you know, they're cool or not. And I do enjoy the ones that come out in DBD. I do like their own. I think the two newest ones are a bit meh. I mean, the baby is kind of funny, and I kind of forgot about the other one. I'm really hoping they do Springtrap. I know it's like one of the most talked things, but I think just playing the game as him would be so cool. And having an all-indoors map, another all-indoors map, would be sick. Especially with the sort of close quarters of the FNAF locations. But, you know. For the FNAF games, I'm just going on a bunch of horror games. But I'm probably gonna edit videos of that because unlike Resident Evil where I can go through the game and just not need to edit it because I'm kind of always reacting, FNAF is that game where the normal ones I can probably edit. The new game I feel like is one of the games I could stream but I would want to edit because I know I'm going to die a lot and there's going to be parts where I'm going to have to motivate myself to move. But I mean, like, I'm looking really forward to, sorry, I do want to do edited videos. At the minute, I'm just trying to do streams and see how well I'm doing streams at the minute. And whether editing videos at the minute would be good. I would want to do edited videos, I think, especially with Minecraft, because I think I do have a short sort of attention span to this game sometimes. And I can sometimes be boring on this game. I don't think I'll edit games like Fortnite because it's a lot of editing and a lot of just pain. I enjoy Fortnite, it's fun, but I would have to live stream it because editing it, I would just be like, it'd probably just be one game I win. And maybe funny moments. I could do funny moments from it, just funny moments of just playing, or maybe creative funny moments. I don't know what I'm gonna do about GTA. I'm not too sure. I do want to do stuff with GTA and do funny things, but it's just one of those games where you kind of think, what can I do on the game that's not already been done? I could do heists, but I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I think the series I'm probably looking the most forward to is the new FNAF game. I know that comes out like around April-ish time. It comes out around that time, and it's pretty cool. A lot of caves around here. If you can hear or see stuff going on in the background, it's just Bim Men. Whoop, whoop. do need a lot of coal. I'm probably going to come back down here later on, get a lot of coal, get a lot of stuff like that. Ugh, all my flatlands kind of ruined by this shite. Nothing I can't place up anyway. I'm gonna start building the house. There's other games I want to do as well. I said might do Borderlands. Maybe go through that game again with a streamer or live stream it. Oh, sorry. One of the two. I don't know whether this house is going to look any good. I'm just going to go off of gut feeling and just build something nice looking. But it's probably going to look terrible. I'm not the best builder in the world, in all honesty. I kinda... Hold on. I'm just gonna look at the house design or some shit. I'm not the greatest builder in Minecraft. I kinda just suck at it. It's not my strong suit. Because I'm kinda just... I'm one of those people who just kinda build a house and just live in anything. And I also kinda just dig underground. It's like I'll be up on the surface for a while and then I just slowly disappear underground. Fuck it, I'm going with my own house design. I know what I can do in here. I could do... I can do farms. I'm gonna sleep though. Because... I don't like dealing with mobs. Oh, sorry. Ugh. I'm drinking something with no caffeine in. And that's not tea, I just drink a lot of Coke and other stuff that has caffeine. Drinking a J2O. Still not healthy, but fuck it. Need some form of energy. I mean... Horse. You're gonna get my way, I know you are. I could just do farms at my house. Yeah, boy. Yes! I actually managed. And then I can build a second floor. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But as I said, I'm not the best builder. I kind of just slowly disperse underground. What the fuck am I doing? God's sake. Hold on, guys. I'm back, sorry. My dogs were barking in the background, and they're a bit of a pain to deal with. Doop. That's probably gonna look ugly on the inside, but I don't give a shit. Because I'm boring as fuck. I don't know, I'll figure out what I can do on the inside. There we go. Okay. And I just put something there. And there. Or there. It makes this farm smaller. But it's something I guess I gotta do. Unless I want to make these 4 wide. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, I'm a pretty terrible builder. I think some of the best things I build is just underground. I think it's just more of my kind of area I like to build in. I think underground is nice and just downright better. How am I going to do this door then? Do I do like glass blocks maybe at the top here? Or do I just do this? I'm just going to do this. Because, yeah, I don't give a shit. I could do glass. I'll see. See, the only issue is I don't have panes. I don't have silk touch, so getting them back is not going to be cheap. Oh, that's going to bug me. That's not even right. I'm so fucking tired. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep during the day and I don't want to. Sorry, guys. Love you forever. Oh. If you... what I'm planning to do where the glass panes are going to be is farms in here. So I'm going to do farms and then in these corners I'll put water. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Ugh, game. Why you do this? I don't know, I kinda like that. I might need to get more spruce, but I have spruce trees anyway. Ugh. Ugh. Look. Do. I'll do a spruce flooring in here. But I need to finish the rest of this tree. So here's gonna be obviously the offcut. Nah, I'll just do oak as the floor. Maybe for the bottom floor I'll do spruce. It's starting to turn night anyway. So... okay. I'm gonna... yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking through things. I'm gonna go to sleep. To somehow love you forever. Should have got more spruce. Well, I know where Spruce Prime is, so that's not the issue. I don't know what the plan. I think this is just gonna try and kill the Ender Dragon, kill the Wither and stuff. Just do all round stuff on a normal Minecraft survival. I mean, we kind of sped into the Nether a little bit. I think that's the fastest I've gotten to the Nether. But to be fair, I usually play with friends, so we usually kind of work together to do other projects and focus on obviously just one. Dupe. Now, I have this carry on into this. Yep. Let's just do the bottom floor. It's probably gonna look horrible, but I do not care. At this point. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna go plant the other spruce trees. Hold up. I fucking hate this. Aha, I forgot to mine something. I'm probably gonna have to go back to the spruce biome. I'm kinda hoping not to, but also I'm probably gonna have to. I mean, it might give me more spruce trees to bring over here. I shall also do the ceiling for the second floor. It's gonna have to be oak because I could do make it look nicer. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Horse, can you fuck off? Build a horse stable onto the side of it. I need to think. Maybe 1, 2, 3. Up the side here, chests. I can't really have this floor as what I'm doing for this. Oh. Ugh. Mm. Ugh. Oh my god. I hate this. If I'm placing it like this, why does it stand the other way? There we go. And then we do this. Though we probably can do lanterns maybe in each corner. Yeah. That's cool. That's chill. Why'd you do this to me, Minecraft? Why'd you choose to... And then we could put a torch here, 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 and here, and then maybe... Out the way, piggy. Out the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to make more iron axes. Great. Love it. Waste more resources. Shouldn't really be going for such a big house, but fuck it anyway. Okay, I can't really put in the doors, can I? Hey! Hold on. The sacred. Don't know. I should make a boat. That would help. How long is stream been going for? Hmm. I don't really know what is there to talk about. I mean, I don't know really. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna sleep, and then next day I'm gonna go wood farming. This is cool. I might make something out of this. Fucking witch, man. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm definitely sleeping tonight. Grab that. I don't want to lose that. Okay, time to go. Ugh. Drowns. They exist. Bane of my life. I mean, apparently the cave updates changed ores. Supposedly. They've changed ores. Not supposedly, they've changed them. I don't know what's changed. To be fair, I haven't really paid much attention. Dripstone actually looks really cool as a new thing. I could definitely see myself using it. But I don't know how much I would use it. Might as well collect more iron while we're at it. Nothing can come from, no harm come from that. Unless I get stuck in this cave, then there's probably a lot of harm. They decreased the amount of water caves. I'm really, really happy about that. That, in my opinion, is probably one of the greatest things they could have done. I love mining. I love strip mining. But one of the worst things you can come across that ruins a strip mine is a water cave. I can get through them, I just keep going. But they're just so annoying on how you deal with them. It's just wastes. It gets rid of unwanted stuff, but it also can burn through it, which when you don't want it, it's like, yes, I can deal with you. When you've gone through the like 7th one, it's just like, bruh, where's all the materials gone? But yeah, I mean, so far everything from the cave update looks sick. I mean, candles and shit like that. What more could you ask for? If you're a builder, this update's for you. I don't personally think I'm gonna take much interest into some things. I definitely use telescopes. I think that's a great feature. I like it. I mean, I'll definitely, hopefully get to see it on this world. I mean, hopefully. I don't know what other content I'd be doing. I think I was on that topic before I kind of phased out a little bit. I don't know if I'll do more PvZ live streams. Yesterday, we were kind of getting sweated on a little bit. And I think I was just getting annoyed. And in the end, I just wanted to end the stream. I managed to power through, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, PvZ is not a bad game. Far from it, to be exact. I have a lot of fun. Just when you're in a game with people that level, in a game that's kind of meant to be casual. To be fair, this game just is not massively casual as I'm suggesting. That's just kind of a... Casual in games is just a myth. It's a myth that people believe. Because if you think about it, fucking no game has a casual mode anymore. Except for Minecraft. Minecraft's the only game that casual exists. But, I mean, like Fortnite, you know, casual isn't casual, is just fuckfest after fuckfest after fuckfest. And it's one of the reasons why I don't play solos, is because it is the biggest fuckfest I've ever seen in my life. I think I've not won a solo this season, and I nearly didn't win one last season, but I got lucky. I don't know, I just think the games like that, when they're sway, it just doesn't, it kind of ruins it a lot for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're really good at the game, you're really good at the game. Just fucking, it's a pain in the ass for some players, and, you know. That's why I kind of didn't really play PvZ, because you couldn't do any tactics. I mean, final thing, you know, you kind of want to make sure the guys are dead. You guys are fucking useless mobs. Cool and all, like, yay, foxes, but you're fucking useless. Fucking useless when it comes to practical shit. You're like the rabbits. You could be tameable, but you're not. So you're not any use to me. I mean, apparently you can tame the babies, but they don't do much, and you kind of have to capture them, which is already a pain, because you have to do that with rabbits, so it's just like, well, what's the point? I mean, you can tame wolves, and you can't say, oh, but they're dogs, they turn into dogs. No, when they die in their name tag, in chat, they come up as dogs. So, fuck that one, boy. So, I mean, could have had that, could have had tameable dolphins. I would have loved to see some tameable dolphins. But yeah, I think currently at the minute, Fortnite's just kind of a fest. And it's quite a pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing games, it's just I was winning loads, and now I've kind of just gotten into games where I'm getting wiped near the start. Because we were just generally winning some decent games, and then just kind of went different, and, you know, not as fun. But, you know, I still upload it, I still enjoy it, I still think it's a pretty good game. I don't think I'll be playing Fall Guys. Fucking hell, that game made me mad. I don't think I get mad at Fortnite, but I can sort of just go about it because it's usual. But how quickly Fall Guys became sweaty and was having shit put in its game was way too quickly. And don't get me wrong, I love a good collaboration in games. I absolutely love the Fortnite collaborations they do. But sometimes there's a time and a place, and then sometimes there's not. I mean, I personally think um yeah, I'm stupid. Uh, but yeah, I want to do more Fortnite stuff, but just kind of at the minute. The season's still going on, and still a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think. I was gonna get back into Destiny, and then I saw just stuff, and I just kind of was like, dude, this game already, I can already sense this game's not gonna be fun. I was talking about Fall Guys. I'll finish my Destiny talk later. I just don't think I'll go back to that game. Just wasn't fun. Just felt kind of pushed, and then it just kind of went downhill. It was the same with Among Us. I couldn't get into that game. I think the person I played with yesterday, Charlie, he really enjoyed it. Some other people really enjoyed it, but I think it was content wise and YouTube watching it. I just didn't enjoy it. I couldn't get into it as much. Like, it's still going around. It's still going, I think. I still think it's played, but like with anything, it's just a fucking trend, which is sad because it gives developers false hope sometimes. I mean, it's still getting played, so it's not like Fall Guys that just kind of fell flat, quite literally. Because the thing with Fall Guys was everyone was sweaty at it. And if you didn't play first day and you just kind of got it and played, and you were new and just trying to chill, it wasn't very fun to say. I don't think I've hated a game more than I have Fall Guys. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it can be enjoyable, but locking customizations behind crowns, don't get me wrong, yeah, they're collaboration skins, yes, they probably are meant, it's better than selling them for money, but for someone who doesn't win as much as they're trying to go, hey, look, if you win, you get this guy. You know, you have to have a lot of crowns. It's just kind of like, oh, yay, but I was kind of hoping for something else. And I get why it was so hard in that game to win and shit. I completely get why, and I understand that it got like fully RNG, which I think didn't work. I think a lot of people kind of just went, oof, this isn't fun. Which I mean is fair enough. It had a good sort of lifespan, but I think it got overhyped. Because I think a lot of the YouTubers that kind of helped Apex kind of get... Because Apex had something cool. This game had... It definitely had potential to be, you know, new to the Battle Royale. But I think with, you know, shit like Warzone as well being out at the same time, despite how boring Warzone actually is, I mean, bite me, it's fucking boring as shit. 150 players, you can repeatedly respawn your teammates. You cannot tell me that is quality gameplay. It's fucking so bad. Don't get me wrong, I'm not usually big on, obviously, I like Battle Royales, and I always give them a go. I gave Warzone a go. I did play it. I played it for quite a while, actually. And it just died. It just didn't feel fun anymore. I mean, I played Blackout as well, and I loved Blackout until I won, and then never wanted to play it again. I mean, even when I won, I still actually consistently played as much as... because I tried to get a solo win. I got close a few times, but, you know, Call of Duty sweats with snipers and scumbag shit, you know. Always lose. Which is fair enough, it's a game. I don't think I raged out all night. I think maybe once to team killing. But, you know, play with the right people. I mean, I played with Super Moose, and he's the one I won with. I also won a game with my uncle. Like, don't get me wrong, Warzone is just kind of one of those games of... The map's massive. For a game that's meant to kind of be, you know, chill. Battle Royales are either meant to be chill or straight into action. I think with Apex it can be both chill and straight into action. I don't play it as much as I should. I don't play it as much to know, but I know well enough of the game that it was interesting and it added something new to the Battle Royale genre, which, you know, had abilities and operators, you know. So it added something to the game that was, you know, it made it fun, made it stand out. Warzone, what was wrong with it was you can get your own custom loadouts. That's my one issue. It's pretty pay of an issue to kind of say this game's trash, and I get that, but allowing players, and with Call of Duty not having a very similar thing of, like, oh, you know, unique loadouts. A lot of people kind of, well, I think Warzone had somewhat unique loadouts, but a lot of it was the same. Let's use this gun with these attachments to win the game, and that's my problem. Is you're gonna go against people who know what weapons will kill you the best, knows how to just ruin your day, can immediately respawn their friends, and just fucking fuck up your day. And I mean, it didn't even have an anti-cheat system, which was fucking funny. And like, yeah, I get, you know, I play Fortnite, so I'm probably not... I always give Battle Royales a go. I haven't given a lot of them a go because over time, I just kind of thought, you know what, I play Fortnite. If I don't play the game, I ain't gonna diss it. I, I, I don't like PUBG. I played it. I mean, it was somewhat funny. I just don't appreciate that it's just fucking sold. And I don't know. I mean, ugh. What I can appreciate though about games like Blackout was the map had a lot of locations and felt really cool. I just think Warzone's Verdansk was just all the multiplayer maps. And I'm not saying this on this game. I think also me and Super Moose mentioned it yesterday. We might have mentioned it not on playing. We said it about Battle for Neighborville was the open world maps were just the multiplayer maps. You didn't go and see anything interesting. And I mean, when they did, they were fucking just terrible. And look how that game turned out. Just kind of died. Which is a shame because games like Battle for Neighborville had potential to be really good and have a lot of people playing the game, I would say. But I feel like I think with Warzone it's going off of the Battle Royale trend again, which now is kind of overdone, I think. And I'm not saying that because obviously, as I said, I play Fortnite, yeah, but I also know that I don't think anyone likes a Battle Royale anymore. It got to a point where people, like developers, were making jokes like it's not a Battle Royale, so don't worry, and stuff like that. Which is fair enough, you know. In the end, that's if you don't want to have a Battle Royale, you don't have to have a Battle Royale, if you get what I mean. I just think it's using the Battle Royale trend, and in some senses it overuses it, and also doesn't. Because, don't get me wrong, Warzone was obviously fun for a lot of other players, a lot of people who played Call of Duty, but for people like me who just chilled on other games like Fortnite, 150 players, despite what other people say, does not belong in Fortnite or any Battle Royale. Yeah, games go quickly, but that's the point. Either games go long or games go quickly. It's quick, 150 players is far too much. And especially with the map of Fortnite and with every location having someone in, and with people wanting to go back to the old map, it would just be chaos and absolute dog turd. I mean, the Gulag system was great. That's the one of the things I really enjoyed from that game was obviously the Gulag system. I actually quite like that. I don't think it belongs in Fortnite. I don't think it should be put into Fortnite. I think it's just its own thing. It has its own special thing to make it stand out. Leave it at that. I haven't played Warzone since they've added the new map. I don't really care for it. It's just one of those things, You're like, oh yeah, new map. Apparently it's thingy. It's like Alcatraz again. It's just like, we've already had Alcatraz. I mean, Warzone was a great way to play Call of Duty for free, in my eyes. Plunder was just free Call of Duty. Also didn't start off with solos, duos, and squads. It only had squads, which, in my eyes, is a giant sort of turn-off. I get why, Apex doesn't have solos. They reviewed it. They've given a reason, and a lot of people say why it wouldn't work. It's just not cut out for solos. Which, over time, I kind of agree with. It's generally not really a game. It's one of those games that you just don't think is cut out for solos, which is a shame because I strongly think it needs solos, because despite how it probably wouldn't work and probably would tear the game apart, I just think it would add more for players who play alone or somewhat, and they don't have to play with teammates. Because I just play duos. I played duos. Obviously that's up to the developers though. I mean, I'm just one of those people who just kind of hopes for stuff to come out, and don't get me wrong, I would love to see stuff like, stuff come into... I enjoyed the reboot feature when they added reboots, because I was one of the people who played during Siphon, and how that was the fuckhole of... That was probably the time I hated Fortnite. I refused to play games, I just couldn't do it, I just didn't enjoy being immediately finished. Even though you still get immediately finished. Like, nothing changes, just more common. It was more common then, and people still do it now. Which is, it's annoying, but, can't really complain, can you? I do it after a shakedown. So where's the difference between me? I just think if Siphon was to come back, I would probably stop playing the game. It just absolutely ruined the fucking game for me. I think playing that game with Siphon just killed it a bit, It's like, it's just didn't make anything fun. You just go into a game, you get finished, and just come back out. And I mean, I get, why people play different games and prefer different battle royales. I can understand why some might prefer the Call of Duty battle royale. But I just think it's a mixed bag. I only used it to play practically Plunder was the only game mode I played. I mean, I don't think I cared for anything else enough to play a different game mode. 150 players, you can customize your weapons. It was just one of those games that kind of was there, but I played Cold War. I think Cold War just had a great zombies, but I think my issue with the Call of Duty franchise is because they want to, obviously their business, they want to obviously go in and get whatever money they can from different target audiences, and obviously at the time battle royales were big. Black Ops 4 sucked ass. It had no campaign. It should have had one, despite what some people say, like, oh, campaign's boring, it's terrible. It's like, well, they could have done one with what they were doing with the specialist. I would love to play a campaign. And, maybe when they did another specialist, they, give him his own special set of missions that you unlock. It would have added more to maybe going in and playing the game than what there was. The zombies was dreadful. I fucking hated every single part of their zombies. There was zero good maps, in my opinion. Despite I may have enjoyed maybe one or two of the maps I enjoyed. And then from there on out, it just went downhill. Don't really know what else to say, really. I mean, it just kind of just ate shit after a while. It's not his fault. It was obviously... I personally think Infinite Warfare was a really good game. I know people would argue it's one of the worst. I think it's certainly better. I think also the way they ended the story. I know I'm gonna get shit from Super Mutilator or Charlie. I'm gonna get shit from him. The fucking ending was horrendous, terrible, fucking terrible. The way they killed off all the characters as well was just like a fucking dirty way of doing it. Don't get me wrong, they've redeemed themselves with fucking Samantha coming back with all their shit, but still, it's like just a terrible way to kill off characters that, you know, their fan base grew up with because they couldn't really do much else with them. And don't get me wrong, you know, you can only go so far with a story, but you could have ended it a bit better, maybe actually showing their ending and actually do a decent cutscene instead of the fucking art. But, you know. And I mean, the maps were terrible. The final map with fucking Moisty and dumbasses. Not even the actual characters, because they were that bad. I couldn't even consider them Misty. And I didn't even play Transit. I'm not even a big fan of Transit. You know, that's my opinion. I don't really give a shit about Transit, but I didn't play zombies back then, and to me, I'm more of into the zombies that are slow, rambling, and then there's other ones over time. But don't get me wrong, I understand that they had to end the story, but like they could have shown more, maybe show the characters doing what they're doing. And, you know, maybe show what Samantha did. And, you know, it's just like characters like that, it's just there was more that could have been done to sort of help them have a somewhat redeeming story. Ugh, my phone notified me on some shit I don't really care about. You actual retard. Oh, I'm so dumb. How long is this stream we going on for? I might end the stream. You know what? I can't even be arsed. I'm gonna go get more wood. I'm gonna get more spruce wood. I'm gonna let these trees grow. I think my one problem with what happened with Black Ops 4 and the zombie community. I'm not as invested in the zombie community because I enjoyed them. Don't get me wrong, I liked them, they were fun. But I kind of just, when the maps were just getting terrible, I kind of just quit immediately and didn't really feel any sort of like... I got pissed about the ending because despite what they did, you know, despite what, you know, people say, it was fucking dreadful. There was more that could have been done. The storyline they did, like, oh look, they gone and saved a different Richtofen. Richtofen had to sacrifice himself. Oh look, Richtofen knows he can save himself. Oh, It's just a fucking knobhead thing to do, and wasn't cool. I mean, we didn't even get the fight we wanted. The final map should have been better. Oh, look, you're going back to an old map because everyone wants to go back to this map. No, we want... Well, people wanted to go back to the old maps and do remasters, but I understand why they couldn't remaster that map properly. But just do what they did for the other map. What they did with the old crew. They just added the old crew to the old map and gave a little spin to it. Just do that with whatever. I fucking forgot what that map is, because obviously they can't do that map again because James Romero, I think I'm saying it right, but he sadly passed away. And obviously it would be fucking distasteful. It would be fucking stupid to do a map and have him back as a zombie. Maybe if they paid homage, like not have him as like a, but like homage to his movies in that map. I don't think there was, which, you know, I mean, they did kind of get his voice acting, so it's kind of like maybe pay some homage. I don't know. That final map could have been better. There wasn't even a boss fight. I think the best thing that came out of that map was me trolling Charles. I literally took him to the Red Orb, told him to melee it or do whatever, and he died. And that was funny as shit. The fucking Nuketown map was just... It was cool, but just fucking unnecessary. Could have been better. Could have been original. I'll say the same about Blood of the Dead. I really enjoyed Blood of the Dead, but it's just unnecessary. Could have done it a bit better. Maybe use, like, you know, Misty's crew. And they changed Misty, which sucked. Misty looked cool. Actually looked like a zombie character. And then she just went to terrible. I mean, yeah, Resident Evil changed the look of their characters from how they looked. But, you know. Just updated graphics, I mean, still the same. I don't know. Fuck those maps, man. For someone who was kind of hoping for one good map, I didn't even play, like, any of the Chaos storyline maps. Because I was just like, fuck this. They just killed off all the characters. And I just was like, what's the bloody point then? You know, you just made this cool story that could have been done better. I mean, had somewhat of a cool boss fight at the end of one of the maps. Instead, you go, ha ha ha, they all die. Like, bruh. I get, you know, you want to finish the other storyline. But you could have maybe done a bit better. I mean, those maps were dreadful. The storyline was dreadful. Oh no, my dad's been kidnapped. Oh, look, this cult's starting zombies. Oh, Medusa's the ruler of the zombies. Bro, that makes no sense. I get if there was, like, some stone people zombies, maybe. Because obviously she turns people to stone, but I don't know how she fucking rules zombies. She can't even look them in the fucking eye. If it was like Hades and they made Hades like a woman, that would have been cool. That would have been a fucking sick, you know, kind of plot twist. You know, oh, Hades, the leader of the cult, and, you know, this woman tricks him and it reveals to be Hades, and Hades is a woman. That would have been a sick way to kind of go, oh, here's the main bad guy. You know, because you have Dr. Monty, who was a fucking pushover, might I add. Oh, look, I'm Dr. Monty. I'm actually a bad guy. Haha. Okay. I mean, I'm one of the... To be fair, my opinions on maps shouldn't really count because I liked Zetsubo no Shima. You know, that map was actually fun. I really enjoyed it. Despite what people say, it was fucking sick. It's better than any of the maps fucking Black Ops 4 produced. Cold War is going strong. Like, I think there was talks of an open world zombies map, and Samantha's an operator, which is fucking sick. You know, I would love to go into a multiplayer game and just kill some people as Samantha. It's just, I don't know whether she's battle pass though, and my issue with Call of Duty games is they're overly big, like 100 giggies. It has decent maps. I'm not. Firebase Z doesn't look too good. It's a lot. I think a lot of people like it, but as I said, my opinion doesn't really count. I like Setsubo, but you know, we all have our opinions. I think anyone is wrong for disliking Setsubo, but you know, opinions. I mean, it doesn't look too fun. I don't know. I don't know if there's more to it. I think they're trying to just go with a more expansive thing of what Modern Warfare did some shit fucking game mode. Whatever that thing was called. It was really hard or something. I just fucking don't give a shit about it. One redeeming quality about Modern Warfare is they revamped Ghost and he looked like a fucking badass. And Price was pretty cool as well. Price was sick. But I think one of my problems is a lot of the zombie community's kind of now lost faith in it, kind of done with it, which is, you know, I do feel really bad for them because the maps are now getting good again. Like, it took them a whole few years, and they're now making a good map. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, I get it, it's hard to write a story that's kind of been going on for years, but the way the characters died were fucking shameful. The way they ended it was shameful. I personally think they should have killed Cthulhu. I thought that was going to be a fucking sick boss fight. You know, you fight Cthulhu, but no, instead we just fight Shadow Dick on Revelations. Yay. You know, all this stuff about, you know, all being Cthulhu and shit, and they don't even go with the right thing. Oh, look, Shadow Man, and he's not even the bad guy. Like, they maybe could have done some cool shit, like maybe an 8-player map in Black Ops 4, and you can team up and kill, like, a bunch of things. That would have been sick. I liked him, and, like, don't get me wrong, I think Infinite Warfare Zombies was better than that dog turd. And Infinite Warfare Zombies was fucking dreadful sometimes. I still think the best Call of Duty game mode to ever exist was the Extinction. And some people may argue with me, but I just fucking enjoyed it way more. I enjoyed the sort of... I think if they got rid of the drilling aspect, did a story mode to it, like a campaign, maybe mix in a bit of, like, you know, other stuff, multiplayer, it could make a really good story. You know, they had the hierarchy and shit and the aliens and other shit. It's sick, but, you know, you kind of just gotta wait and see. I think one of my issues is, though, is a lot of games are kind of now Call of Duty games. I mean, the multiplayer is not good in... From what I saw, is the multiplayer had a few issues, which I think is kind of... I get it is the core game mode, but with a massive part of your game being made up of the zombie community as well, neglecting one giant part of the community is, in my eyes, terrible decision. I think the zombie community is probably the more ones that want really good maps. You know, you can add... In my eyes, a multiplayer map is just sometimes a remaster. There has been really good maps that Treyarch produces. They're probably my favorite maps out of any game that makes maps. They probably make some of the best interesting maps and really fun and different remasters. But I think they kind of ruined the zombies stuff a bit. I think changing up how perks work was, I think Charles thought at the start it was a cool idea. I don't know whether his opinion's still that. I think he did. I'm not doing this in a rude way, because I think he quite enjoyed the perk system. Except from the fact they removed Juggernog, I think he didn't like that. Um, Ultimate things just didn't need to be added. Just didn't need to be there. Bit of an unnecessary thing they added from multiplayer. It's just kind of like, hey, look, there's this feature from multiplayer that you can use. It's just kind of there, like, well, I don't like it at all. Why, you know, because it didn't work. It didn't work with the other characters. Because you do it, and then it's like, oh, you could either have Takio's sword or this, because Nikolai, but, like, because of the chaos, I just think it was a kind of bad idea. I definitely think Cold War's improved massively, and like, I have to say, the first map is a remaster. It's a remaster of the very first Call of Duty's map, the very first Call of Duty Zombies map, and it is a good remaster. It is a remaster that is good. It's changed a massive part of the map, added more to it, and is also, you know, adding, you know, adds a story. Not like the other maps that go, hey, look, you can go here and here and here and here and here. It's just, I think Firebase Z is good. I don't think I want to come back to it because it doesn't look as good. It's like me coming back to play one game mode. I'm gonna wait for a lot of the zombie maps. I might live stream it, maybe, but I kinda don't talk as much playing that one because at first I thought Charlie was. Oh, another great zombies was World War II, despite, you know, how people kind of was towards that zombies. I think it had just the first map. That's it. Just the first map was amazing. Nothing else more. It just had a great first map, a great Easter egg, a great boss fight. And I personally think they ruined the story. I don't think anything can change. Are you fucking with me right now? I might just go play a different game. It's in my house. Ugh. Go off yourself, creepers. The worst mob in a fucking game. I personally think... Ugh, let me check chat. Yeah. Yeah. BO4 had potential to be... It could have ended the story. It had so much better ways. I can think of better ways of ending those characters' stories. Because, you know, they've been through so much, and, you know, giving them that sort of ending they deserve. was just not given. Like, oh, look, they speak about what they want to be and they get all drunk. Oh, oh. Like, what was the fucking point of getting the other guys? You know? Like, what was the point of that? They kind of got them, and then they killed them in the first DLC, but then they go and get them again. And it's just like, then you've just defeated the purpose of the first storyline. And I get they're trying to break the loop, but it's like, makes no fucking sense. If they're trying to break the loop, just leave the other guys. Because then there's no point in them doing anything. If they wanted to break the loop and that just mean kill themselves, they didn't really need to kill the other guys. They just so served like the most useless point in the game. They were just kind of there. Like, oh, look, they all get their happy ending. No, they didn't. They kind of got poisoned and we don't see their happy ending. And they're doing like the crappy sort of art style endings as well, which is dog turd to me. I like the cinematic ones. I'm not doing that because, you know, like, oh, you know, they did it for fucking Warzone, and they did it for fucking Blackout. Don't get me wrong, I get, like, maybe they might not have had funding, but, like, if you do it for the Battle Royale, a fucking Battle Royale in your game, you know, but you can't even do a good cinematic ending for a long time game mode, which has a giant ass fan base of fans that were disappointed the whole game, and you can't even give them a somewhat decent ending cutscene. Like, don't get me wrong, I think I would have liked the ending more if they actually showed us of these, you know, of these people just being happy. Maybe a part where I think it was Dempsey, it was either Takeo, you know, Takeo teaching a class, or maybe Dempsey having a kid, maybe teasing that Dempsey's, or maybe Dempsey as a grandfather with, you know, his nephews. Or maybe tease that, you know, showing Richtofen becoming renowned for his work. Showing, like, pictures of what these guys are doing. Instead of going, oh yeah, this is gonna say what they did, and then it's done. It's like, bruh. These guys, you know, these characters have been through hell. Literal hell. They found out their whole life was a loop just for some guy to, you know, keep some other guy at bay. They had a shit, you know, kind of thing. And then, you know, they don't even... Treyarch doesn't even have the decency to give them a proper cinematic ending. They gave Chaos a good ending. Like, bruh, Chaos was dog turd. How come they get a good ending and fucking these guys who, you know, been through much worse? Oh no, my father got kidnapped by a bunch of cults. Maybe next time don't piss off a cult that can resurrect the dead, who work for some bitch who is Medusa, which makes no sense. You know, they could have gone to fucking Valhalla and that. That would have been cool. I would have loved... That scared the shit out of me. That game was just fucking, man. They could have done a such good ending, you know? We don't even see these guys. We just hear what they want to do. Yeah. Right, can we see it now, Track? No. You know, Nikolai gets to shoot himself. It should have been like a cool, you know, group decision of, you know, maybe, you know, I kind of hoping for maybe more of a fight. That's more of just my thing, because I really like Dempsey. He was a really cool character. You know. And I just felt like the way they killed him was fucking stupid as fuck. And I just didn't enjoy it. And I don't think any of the other people in the zombie community enjoyed this ending. I think I saw some people say it was a pretty shite ending. Which, you know, I'm inclined to agree. They did butcher up the ending. That it could have been better. The map could have been better. You know, there's plenty of other people, you know. It may be a mutual agreement. Maybe they go and kill Dr. Monty, and then they know, and then he says the only way you can end a loop is, you know, a mutual agreement. And then they sit in a circle, long ass, maybe a good solid 12-minute cutscene of them sitting in a circle discussing should they do it, should they end themselves, should they end their lives, you know, and would it bring back what they wanted. Maybe make Samantha maybe explain to them that if they do it, they will get what they want in life, what they truly wanted, instead of becoming soldiers. And then they do a solid, you know, as I said, a solid good talk for a solid few minutes, talking about should we do it, is it worth doing this, you know, after they kill Monty, you know, and just maybe that adds some emotional part to the scene of maybe Nikolai speaks about how he wants to be back with his wife, and maybe it'll bring her back if he does this. You know, instead of just being a bitch and poisoning everyone like a prick. Like, bruh. I think that just would have added more to the ending, more to the characters than them just going, oh, let's just get drunk while we make other people slave for something that doesn't involve them, you know. Like, great, Treyarch. I'm so glad you like development in your characters. Like a fucking robot from Infinite Warfare in the entire game had more development than those characters in any of the BO4 maps. I'm not going to go about BO2 and BO3 because they actually did have development, and you saw obviously what they did in those maps and what they had to do. But like, they couldn't even do the decency of an actual animated cutscene. They couldn't even do but they preferred to do it for fucking Chaos, which were the least favored of the maps as well. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, all the maps were bad, but, you know, they were the least favored. And, you know, I think people would probably appreciate seeing the guys back in action. It would have added just more of that sort of sentiment of, oh, these, you know, they've been through a lot, this is obviously taken a toll, and now the only way they can end what's going on to them is to kill themselves. And obviously it adds that sort of feel of, you know, maybe Richtofen's jealousy, maybe his sort of his usual nature, maybe he's like, well, I don't want to die, so why should I kill myself? And maybe he might be the last one to pull the trigger. And maybe it might take Samantha, because obviously Richtofen, and maybe it takes Samantha. Maybe we see a grown-up Samantha show up at the ending of that cutscene, like she shows up at the end of World War Firebase C with all their stuff. Maybe she shows up and tells them, well, the world is fixed, but, you know, it's happening again, but if you do it, you can stop it. Maybe would have made a reason to why Samantha shows up in all their gear. It's all shit they could have done, but they choose not to because, well, I mean, the guy who did it, Michael Quay, I don't even fucking know his name. He was fucking terrible. I don't care if he did somewhat good maps or revived the zombies. He was just dreadful. He took a franchise, made it good, and then completely ruined it when he couldn't do anything else with it. Which is a shame because, you know, it was a good storyline. I definitely think it had a really good story. It had a lot of stuff to go with it. It, you know, I don't think it's better than Resident Evil, because that's always going to be a more popular game for me. But it was definitely had a great story, and then they butchered it because they couldn't do the right ending. I mean, it is hard to end a story you've been working on for years and years and years and years. But, like, why, you know? Why did you end it the way you did when it's just not good? You know, like, oh, you know, they all kill themselves. Like, bruh, where's, you know, sort of Richtofen's sort of behavior? Where's, you know, what he usually does of just being an asshole? Why is that not showing up in that scene? All like behavioral patterns they have is gone. They just don't do anything with them, which is a shame because they had potential to be decent and have a. The ending could have been better. The ending could have been longer. It could have been fun. They could have done a really good map. Killing Dr. Monty telling them the only way they can end the loop is killing themselves. So basically showing that all their efforts doesn't end with a supposed happy ending they originally thought they were going to get. You know, they kill Dr. Monty, all the zombies stop. They just kind of used... Richtofen did his usual thing of using other people for a shit. And I think that was just fucking dreadful. Like, I get, yeah, Richtofen's an asshole, but, you know, why does it have to be Transit Crew again? What was the purpose of bringing them back for this map? There wasn't anything good for them. They just kind of came back and just got bitch slapped and they just got left behind. They didn't even get an ending they wanted. We didn't see what they got in the end, which is kind of annoying because there's probably people who wanted to see them get a good ending, but, you know, Treyarch went no. Or not Treyarch. Whoever made the map, was doing the story, said no, let's just fuck them over. Because, you know, who cares? And, like, they made the characters so unlikable. It's like, how could you ruin Misty for people? She was, like, one of the probably most favoured characters in that game. In a zombie game. And, you know, potential to even rival Claire. That's a fucking shite joke, but, you know, potential to even rival Claire from fucking Resident Evil and shit, you know. And they just decide to go, no, let's just not do that. Let's just use them for this, use them for a plot point, and then he leaves, which was probably, like, the best decision he could have done after he fucked up the story. It's harsh to kind of go, like, yeah, he should have left. But the thing is, he took a game, he took a story that was made really good, and proceeded to fuck with it. Not even to an extent of it was good. It was to a point where it just was getting ruined really bad. And don't get me wrong, I can get why some people might like the ending of that. I just think I'm gonna do something there. Yeah, I'm just gonna do something there and then just finish it. They took they took what could have been a good ending to a good map, and they decided to ram it with bullshit and unnecessary things, using characters that didn't need to be used, changing characters that didn't need to be changed. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad they kind of continued Samantha's storyline. I mean, I want some context to why she has all the other guys' gear, and it's not just maybe a cool character, quirky character change, or she knows about them, you know. Don't get me wrong, I get it's hard to write stories, you know. How can Infinite Warfare, with probably one of the worst zombies, despite what I said earlier, yeah, I enjoy it. Does it make it good? No. Does it make it fun? No. It was dreadful. and that's how it's gonna be. You know, you can't go, oh, you know, it's just terrible, it's not fun, it doesn't have anything good. No, it just didn't have the same sort of backing and enjoyment level that other games had. It didn't meet a lot of Call of Duty fans, you know, what people enjoyed in a zombie game. And you can't really hold that against them because, as usual, Treyarch set up this, you know, core theme of, oh, you know, the characters are meant to be cool, meant to be badasses, they don't take shit from no one, kind of stuff. And that's, you know, that's cool, that's really interesting. I think this place is gonna now be 3 stories. And I think there's always a time and a place. I might end the stream soon because we're getting close to 2 hours. I think there was a way they could have ended it, and they didn't do it, and I think it was a really big missed opportunity to end it a way that was appropriate for everyone, including the fans, who wanted to see how these characters who'd gone from I think Dempsey wasn't even named. I just think he kind of was just there. He was named, but he wasn't there for any purpose. Just kind of chilled, you know. And they were just kind of there. I don't think they had any purpose. I'm gonna end the stream here. It's been really good. I really enjoyed it. I got a lot of my house done. I might finish it off camera, but I'll speak to you all in another stream later. Stop.